Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer, taking on another SEC rival, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer's offense takes the field for the first time today. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Quick completion on the out route. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. And you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Coastal.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do it.
He's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Squirrel. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a shot. Soft spot in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nothing but green ahead. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give to the tailback. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Takes a handoff. It's Cobb. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading.
Ball's out. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the ball is picked off. He's at the 50. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. On the ground, it's Cobb. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Aggies are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. They're going to ride this running back. Pull down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the backs. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the shot that clears will punt this one away. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime. On
second down, he'll fire. Got his man down downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Everett. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And this is going to be incomplete on third. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is perfect. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion. Pocket starts to collapse. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas A&M. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run it from the gun.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Hatchett. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Sweet cut there. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the shot to clears will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your...
Give him 6. Touchdown, shot to clear. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. He wants to take the top off. And the pass hits, picked off.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run it from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Coastal Carolina 42.
He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the tight end. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. So
just keeps moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fair catch, called for and made. Coastal Carolina.